Hi, I'm Susan Patterson, and I'm going to speak to you today about the different hurdles that a new advisor faces and how we, as a team manager, as a leader, or as their mentor, may actually help them overcome those hurdles. When we think about this industry, the one thing we as existing advisors all share is our belief and our passion in what we do. But for a new advisor, they don't always understand this. They've not yet actually seen claims paid. They don't understand the real effect that insurance can have on somebody's life and how it can actually change their life for the good at a time when their circumstances are very bad. So it's important to get those stories through to them. We can do that by allowing them to talk to other advisors or to actual people that have had claims paid and hear the stories in real life of what's happened. Alternatively, MDRT has a lot of resources where those stories are available. Encourage them to watch those DVDs and actually build up a belief and passion in what we do. For advisors as well, when they start out, a big part of it is becoming accountable for yourself, for your activity, for how you spend your time, and for what expectations you should have of the activities that you do. Working with them, encourage them to do different types of activity reports so that they're keeping in line that they need to make this many phone calls, they need to talk to this many people to make sure that they're achieving the results that they want. Set budgets with them, so again, in their mind, they have something to grow towards, something that they feel is a realistic figure that they can actually achieve. There's no point in giving them a budget that is just going to horrify them. What we want is a figure that is going to make them aim to strive higher. So how are they going to do this? How are they going to start writing the business? One of the best ways I found for teaching advisors how to actually speak to people was letting them mix with other advisors. So whether it was myself as a mentor or me thinking of other advisors that I knew were really good at, say, data collecting, interviewing, or actually delivering a statement of advice, encourage a new advisor to stay with those people and hear how they speak. Because each one of us will have a different type of vocabulary that we're comfortable with. You could hear one advisor and think, that's really good, but I don't think I could say that. They may hear another advisor and think, that's great, and I actually feel very comfortable being able to say that. When you've determined how this advisor is going to speak, a lot of it's about rehearsal. I remember hearing many years ago that the difference between a good meeting and a bad meeting was all in preparation. Spend the time preparing with your new advisors. Role play with them. Have them go over scripts and practice, because that's what's going to build the confidence for them. Because when they walk into that meeting with the client, a lot of it is all about the confidence. The more confident they are, the more they'll actually expect to get a good result from a meeting. But we all know that all meetings don't go well, and sometimes advisors are going to have to deal with rejection. As a new advisor, this can be heartbreaking. And we need to set the expectation that, rejection does happen, and build ways for them and a comfort zone and a support mechanism so that they can deal with that rejection and not be flawed by it and not want to exit the industry because of the rejection. There's always a positive in those meetings, and having a debrief after those types of meetings are a good idea. And I think importantly, after all of this, it's about celebrating the successes. For a new advisor, successes may not come that often, but as their team leader or their manager, it's really important to understand what drives them. Are they driven because of a trophy, because of public recognition? Are they driven because of financial reward? Determine what it is that's their real driver, and when you're celebrating their successes, recognise them that way. In closing, it's all about continued support. Keep in touch with the advisors, be that person that stands by them, and take that journey with them. Thank you.